Hey everyone, today I'll be diving into the astrology of the second half of September, which includes a powerful lunar eclipse happening in Pisces on either the 17th or 18th, depending on where you are in the world. While eclipses are significant celestial events that can have long-lasting impacts on our lives, we are already feeling the influence of this one. In fact, eclipse energy begins to manifest about a month before the event, and its effects can linger for up to 6 months afterward. But before we dive into the eclipse, let's talk about some of the other major astrological aspects happening mid-month. On the 14th and 15th of September, we experience a highly favorable alignment as Venus forms a trine with Jupiter, one of the most positive and harmonious aspects in astrology. This energy carries the potential for blessings, success, and growth. And since both Venus and Jupiter are considered benefic planets, this is a moment of cosmic support and abundance. Venus will be at 20 degrees Libra, its home sign, amplifying themes of love, beauty, harmony, and relationships. Meanwhile, Jupiter will be stationed at 20 degrees Gemini, stimulating curiosity, communication, and intellectual expansion. Take a moment to check your birth chart to see where these degrees of Libra and Gemini land. If you're unfamiliar with how to do this, head over to my website, where you can download a free birth chart and access a 2-part video series I've created to guide you through interpreting these energies on a personal level. Knowing where Venus and Jupiter are positioned in your chart during this trine can give you a clearer sense of where this positive energy will manifest in your life. For example, you may experience increased opportunities for growth and abundance in relationships, social connections, or creative endeavors, especially if Jupiter activates significant areas of your chart. Venus-Jupiter trines are also known to bring good fortune, optimism, and a heightened sense of well-being. This is an excellent time to focus on relationships of all kinds, romantic, platonic, and even professional, since these energies encourage cooperation, generosity, and positive interactions. If you've been working on a project, seeking recognition, or even looking to make a major purchase, this period might provide the cosmic support you need to bring your desires into reality. Now let's shift our attention to the big event, the lunar eclipse. This one occurs at 7:34 p.m. Pacific Time on the 17th or 3:34 a.m. U.S. time on the 18th, depending on where you are in the world. The eclipse will take place at 25 degrees 40 minutes of Pisces. As with any lunar event, it's important to check where this degree falls in your chart to see which areas of your life will be most affected. While this isn't a total eclipse, the only total eclipse this year was the solar eclipse on April 8th. It is a supermoon, meaning the moon will be closer to Earth than usual, intensifying its effects. Lunar eclipses are always full moons, which signify endings, culminations, and the release of old energy. Full moons are known for bringing things to light, and when an eclipse occurs, these themes are magnified exponentially. It's a time to shed what no longer serves you, whether that's old patterns, relationships, or limiting beliefs, in order to create space for new beginnings. Eclipses tend to bring fated events and turning points into our lives, so it's crucial to pay attention to what's unfolding around you. One key theme of this particular eclipse is that it occurs on the Virgo-Pisces axis, which governs areas related to health, healing, and service. Virgo rules purification, detoxification, and physical wellness, while Pisces, alongside Neptune, oversees the immune system and the deeper spiritual aspects of healing. This can be a powerful time to address health-related issues, whether physical, mental, or emotional. If you've been feeling a need to cleanse or reset, This eclipse energy may push you to take that next step, whether that means shifting your diet, committing to a new exercise routine, or even seeking emotional healing through therapy or energy work. Interestingly, this is the first eclipse in Pisces since the series of eclipses that occurred between March 2016 and February 2017. You may notice similar themes or patterns re-emerging from that time in your life. Reflect on what was happening for you during that period. Were there major shifts in your health, work, or spiritual practices? You might find that this eclipse brings closure to unfinished business from that era, allowing you to move forward with a deeper sense of clarity and purpose. As with all eclipses, the energy can feel intense, and the changes it brings may not always be immediate or obvious. However, over the coming months, you'll begin to see how this eclipse is shaping the next phase of your life. It's a time to trust the process and allow the universe to guide you towards the paths that are most aligned with your soul's evolution. The celestial events you are experiencing, such as the supermoon and its astrological counterparts, are stirring deep shifts in both the physical and spiritual realms. Neptune's influence, with its connection to water, illusion, and healing, brings awareness to issues that may have been hidden or overlooked. These could involve concerns related to water, such as potential flooding, pollution, and toxicity. Neptune, representing dreams, imagination, and the unseen, also extends its energy into realms of media and perception, urging you to question what is real and what is merely an illusion. The supermoon, being in close proximity to Earth, amplifies these energies, making them more visible in your daily life. This astrological moment carries significant potential for healing and growth. Neptune, though often associated with confusion and illusion, also represents a deep well of spiritual insight. The supermoon, in concert with Neptune's energies, invites you to step into a space of reflection, creativity, and inner stillness. These moments are ripe for spiritual work, whether through meditation, connecting with nature, or exploring creative outlets such as music and art. Neptune's connection to dreams offers a unique opportunity during this time, and keeping a dream journal can be a powerful tool for capturing the wisdom that arises in these liminal states. By writing down your dreams upon waking, you retain the subtle guidance offered by your subconscious, helping you to integrate deeper spiritual insights. Beyond Neptune's water element, there are additional astrological shifts happening that contribute to the larger energetic picture. The presence of the dwarf planet Selassie, conjunct with the North Node, indicates an evolution in our understanding of light, both in a literal and metaphorical sense. This connection may herald new discoveries around sustainable resources, especially linked to the oceans and their depths, suggesting innovative approaches to food production and nutrition. Selassie's role in this moment is a reminder that light, in all its forms, is key to our growth and transformation. Just as it illuminates the path ahead, it also helps reveal hidden truths, making it essential to stay open to new insights. Moreover, Mars is making a rare extended transit through Cancer, lasting for 8 months instead of the usual 6 to 7 weeks. Mars in Cancer emphasizes emotional security, protection, and home life. If Mars is placed in Cancer in your natal chart, this extended stay could highlight a deeply personal journey where you might feel more sensitive to external aggression or conflict. At the same time, you may develop an increased desire to protect your loved ones and create a safe space for yourself. This is a time to nurture those instincts, using them as a source of empowerment rather than feeling overwhelmed by them. Pay attention to shifts in your emotional landscape, as Mars moving into Leo for a brief period in November will ignite a sense of boldness and courage before returning to Cancer in January 2024. These shifts offer a unique window of self-exploration and growth as you navigate emotional terrain and the ever-present need for safety and protection. It's also worth noting the presence of retrograde Mars, which can be highly productive for those who have it natally. Retrogrades often carry a bad reputation, particularly with Mercury retrograde, where communication breakdowns, technology failures, and transportation mishaps are commonly cited. However, retrogrades are not always something to fear. For those who have Mars or Mercury retrograde in their chart, these periods can actually feel quite comfortable, allowing for deeper productivity and insight. The key is not to focus on what could go wrong, but to embrace the opportunities these phases offer. Beliefs about impending chaos often lead to self-fulfilling prophecies, but when you shift your mindset, you can use these times as an opportunity to reassess, revise, and reconnect with your inner strength. The astrological interplay of Mercury, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter at this time offers profound insights, especially as we consider the conjunction of Mercury with the dwarf planet Orcus. Orcus is tied to sacred oaths and the underworld, and this alignment in Virgo emphasizes clarity, truth, and health. Virgo's influence always urges attention to detail and precision, so there's a call to be thorough in understanding the facts, particularly in areas concerning health and well-being. However, the clarity Virgo seeks is being challenged by an intense opposition from Saturn. Saturn, representing structure, limitation, and authority, is currently in Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune, a planet associated with dreams, illusions, and confusion. This creates a tension between Mercury's natural desire for analytical rigor and the obscuring energies of Saturn and Neptune. Pisces' inherent fogginess makes it difficult to fully grasp the truth, leaving room for misinterpretation or even denial of reality. The situation is further complicated by Saturn's semi-square to Pluto, a slow-moving aspect that will continue to influence us for some time. Saturn and Pluto are both planets tied to power, control, and deep transformation. In mythology, Saturn represents time and authority, while Pluto is linked to death, rebirth, and the underworld. Together they create an environment where hidden or suppressed truths are likely to surface, forcing us to confront uncomfortable realities. This combination also has echoes of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction from January 12, 2020, which, coinciding with the pandemic, reshaped global power structures and brought widespread changes. Now, with another hard aspect forming between these two planetary titans, we're experiencing a similar reality check, one that asks us to reassess how power is distributed and how societal structures are functioning in the aftermath of the pandemic. Adding even more complexity to this dynamic is the ongoing square between Saturn and Jupiter, an aspect that will last until June 2025. While Saturn is about restrictions, order, and tradition, Jupiter represents expansion, growth, and optimism. Their square signifies a tension between the desire to move forward and the urge to hold on to established structures. It can manifest as a clash between the old and the new, tradition versus innovation, or even conservatism versus progressivism. This aspect was exact at the Virgo new moon, and it will again be exact on December 24th, 2024, and June 15th, 2025. The energy of this square touches upon legal, ethical, and societal issues, particularly around law, governance, and freedom of speech. Pluto's shift into Aquarius on November 19th marks a monumental change that will last for the next 20 years. Historically, Pluto's transit through Aquarius between 1777 and 1798 saw significant social transformations, including the abolition of slavery in certain parts of the world. As Pluto returns to this progressive air sign, we can anticipate similar themes of revolution, human rights, and freedom coming to the forefront. Aquarius, associated with technology, innovation, and collective consciousness, will likely fuel debates around social justice, human rights, and perhaps even technological advancements that affect personal freedom. This transit could usher in a new era of change that challenges old power structures, much like it did during the Age of Enlightenment, when revolutionary ideas shaped the course of history. In the immediate future, the Jupiter-Saturn square could highlight generational clashes, particularly between younger, more progressive voices and older, more conservative mindsets. With Jupiter's current influence in Gemini, a sign of communication and youthful energy, and Saturn's connection to time and aging, we might see tension between innovation and tradition. This is especially poignant with Jupiter forming a T-square with the upcoming lunar eclipse, further amplifying the potential for people to speak out on social issues. Social media, as a platform for widespread discourse, will likely play a key role during this period. However, it's important to exercise caution. While the astrological aspects may encourage outspoken communication, Neptune's influence can muddy the waters, increasing the chances of misunderstandings or polarized debates. Ensure that what is being communicated is rooted in truth and clarity, to avoid escalating division. The key to navigating these times is balance, embracing the progressive energy of Jupiter without losing sight of the lessons Saturn brings about responsibility, discipline, and the need for a solid foundation. There is a powerful astrological alignment occurring, marked by a grand Earth trine involving Uranus in Taurus, the Sun in Virgo, and Pluto in Capricorn. This harmonious alignment between these celestial bodies suggests we're on the brink of significant developments, particularly in areas such as agriculture, financial systems, and digital currencies. Uranus in Taurus, which symbolizes innovation and disruption, especially in matters related to finance, will continue to influence these realms for the next 2 years. This could lead to groundbreaking shifts in how we handle money and the entire concept of currency. As these changes accelerate, it's essential to remain discerning and make thoughtful choices, as Uranus often brings unforeseen disruptions and opportunities alike. In the broader scope of celestial events, there's also the upcoming lunar eclipse, which is expected to hold substantial energetic power. The astrocartography of this eclipse, mapping its energetic influence on specific geographic regions, shows that its line runs through Australia and Papua New Guinea, which recently experienced a significant earthquake. Given that we're already within the energetic shadow of this eclipse, let's hope that the seismic activity there is the extent of the disruption. The eclipse's energy also extends across eastern Brazil, parts of the western US, and Canada. Notably, Mars is strongly present along the US West Coast, which suggests the possibility of notable events involving land, infrastructure, or other physical structures. This pattern mirrors a historical example found in the Chart of London from 1824, when the first bridge over the Thames was constructed. That bridge played a critical role in shaping London into a major commercial hub. And what's particularly intriguing is how this upcoming eclipse aligns closely with the Sun's position in the 1824 chart. While it's difficult to predict the specific outcomes, This alignment suggests there could be significant developments affecting London, possibly related to its political or governmental landscape, as the eclipse falls in the 11th house, which governs politics. It's always fascinating to explore these astrological correlations and observe how they manifest in real-world events. Stepping back from specific places and moments, it's essential to recognize that the energy on Earth right now is building rapidly. We are living through an incredibly accelerated period of human evolution. Unlike any previous transformation, this one is being experienced directly through our physical bodies. We are transmuting photonic light, absorbing solar flares, and integrating vast new streams of information from distant galaxies. This influx of high-frequency energy is causing many of us to experience physical symptoms, everything from tinnitus, body aches, and insomnia to chronic fatigue. Although uncomfortable, these symptoms are not random. They are signs of our collective evolution as we move towards becoming more galactic, light-infused beings. What's extraordinary is that humanity has never gone through such a physical transformation before. We are actively shedding layers of density and moving toward a lighter, more evolved form of existence. Our physical bodies are essentially the vehicles through which we are evolving into more expansive, galactic, biological beings. This process can feel challenging, but it's crucial to remember that the discomfort we are feeling is evidence of profound growth and transformation. In connection with this energetic shift, I came across a recent channeled message from Daniel Scranton, shared by the Arcturian Council. This message feels especially relevant to the energies we are navigating in September. According to the Arcturian Council, you are returning home to your whole self. You are returning home to your galactic self, the higher self, the oversoul self. It is a journey with many steps, and the steps you take forward in and throughout September will be gigantic ones. When looking at the astrological landscape, I can absolutely see the truth in this. The period from September through December is going to be monumental, with intense dramatic energy pushing us forward. We are heading into a time of great change, and it's happening at a pace that doesn't allow for rehearsals or second chances. The only way is forward, and we are all feeling the impact of this acceleration. While these changes may sometimes feel overwhelming, they are part of a much larger divine plan, guiding humanity through a profound transformation that will shape our future. It's an exciting, albeit challenging, time, and as we move through it, it's essential to stay grounded, stay open, and most importantly, to trust the process. Each symptom, each experience, is a step toward a more enlightened, connected, and evolved version of ourselves. The journey ahead is filled with possibilities, and as we embrace this transformation, we'll continue to witness extraordinary changes within ourselves and the world around us. I encourage you to detach from the drama as much as possible. Life can feel overwhelming, like a movie filled with intense and vivid scenes, but remember, you're just an observer. Just as you watch a film knowing it's not your reality, you can step back from the noise, the chaos, and the conflicts swirling around you. This isn't about ignoring what's happening. It's about pulling your energy away from the old, dense frequencies that thrive on fear and distraction. The less you engage with them, the less they will consume your attention. If you can adopt this perspective of detachment, where you observe but do not absorb, it will have an incredibly liberating effect on your energy. Why is this important? Because right now we are in a crucial moment of transformation. Our collective evolution depends on where we place our attention. It's time to use our energy in the highest, most aligned way. to anchor ourselves in love. Love is the foundation we must choose over and over again, especially in moments of challenge or uncertainty. When you focus on love, joy, compassion, gratitude, and peace, you are not only nourishing your soul, but also contributing to the global shift toward the new Earth. These higher frequencies are what we need to bring about lasting, positive change, both individually and collectively. In our Sunday meditations, we've witnessed extraordinary experiences that remind us of the power of this heart-centered energy. People from around the world are connecting in ways that transcend time and space, experiencing visions, sensations, and even telepathy. These meditations are not just about personal peace. They are a collective effort to magnetize the new Earth into being. It moves me to tears to hear from so many who are tapping into this flow of love and light, free of charge, in simple unity. We are ordinary people creating extraordinary shifts simply by coming together with the shared intention of love. The more we focus on love, the faster the new Earth manifests. Fear and division weaken when we starve them of our energy. As Daniel Scranton's channeled message today suggested, we are taking massive evolutionary steps, even if we can't see them yet. Our growth is happening in the unseen, the invisible realms, but that shouldn't discourage you. Remember, we've always created from the invisible. Every thought, every feeling, every intention you set in motion begins in the energetic field, long before it materializes in the physical. Embrace the excitement of knowing that your heart connections with others, your focus on high-frequency light, are all contributing to a massive transformation. There's a lot to absorb in today's message, I know. The shift we're experiencing is profound, and it can feel overwhelming at times. But trust that you are part of something incredible. The journey we're on is unlike anything we've experienced before, and your role is vital. If today's message feels like too much, take a breath. Give yourself permission to process it slowly and return to it when you're ready. I'll be sharing more soon, including insights on the upcoming Libra equinox and how we can work with its balancing energy to further our progress. Until then, thank you for being part of this journey. Know that you are loved, supported, and more powerful than you realize. God bless, and I'll see you again soon.